The 85mm air defense gun M1939 was an 85mm Soviet air defense gun, developed under guidance of leading Soviet designers M.N.Loginov and G.D. This gun was successfully used throughout the German-Soviet war against level bombers and other high and medium-altitude targets. In emergencies they were utilized as powerful anti-tank weapons. The barrel of the 5.2K was the basis for the family of 85mm Soviet tank guns. Crews of 85mm AD guns have claimed to have shot down 4,047 Axis aircraft. The claimed quantity of 85mm ammunition required to shoot down one enemy plane was 598 rounds, although actual number may be in range 2,000 to 7,000 rounds per kill. After the war, some 52Ks were refitted for peaceful purposes as anti-avalanche guns in mountainous terrain. Virtually every country behind the Iron Curtain received this gun after World War II for their air defense. In the Soviet Union itself, these guns were largely superseded by the 100 and 130mm guns. Description: adopted in 1939, the 85mm M1939, like its counterpart the 88mm gun, was meant for air defense. Like many anti-aircraft guns of the era, it was provided with anti-tank ammunition in the event a tank should appear. Organization: 85mm M1939 guns were organized into heavy anti-aircraft regiments of 16 guns. The regiments were organized into divisions of the Field Anti-Aircraft Forces. Tank guns. By 1942, the 76.2mm F-34 tank gun of the T-34 medium tank was found to be lacking in range and penetration compared to the German 75mm Pak-40 anti-tank gun. New mounted on the Stug 3 and Panzer IV, and markedly inferior to the 88mm gun of the Tiger I. Military planners directed the design bureaus of both Gen. the Vasily Graben and Gen. Fyodor Petrov to modify the 85mm anti-aircraft gun for use as an anti-tank weapon. Petrov's bureau developed the D5 85mm gun. Though much too large for the T-34 turret, it could be mounted in the chassis of the Su-122 self-propelled gun to create a tank destroyer. This was done, and the Su-85 tank destroyer went into production. Meanwhile, efforts were underway to redesign the T-34 turret to make it large enough to accommodate the newly developed gun. Graben, who had been working on a second 85mm gun, the ZIS-53, at Joseph Stalin Factory No. 92 in Gorky near Moscow, was reassigned to the Central Artillery Design Bureau in Moscow. His project was turned over to 23-year-old A. Savin. A third team, led by K. Sidorenko, was assigned to yet another 85mm gun project, and developed the S-18 to be used in the modified T-34 turret. The resulting guns were tested at Gorokhovyesky Proving Grounds near Gorky, with Graben's ZIS-53 winning the competition. However, the new T-34-85's turret had been designed to accommodate the already available D5 gun, and did not mate properly with Graben's gun. The T-34-85 tank went into production making use of the D5 gun. Savin was put to work modifying Graben's gun to fit the new turret and incorporate other improvements. His initial was added to his gun's designation in recognition of his contribution, the ZIS-53. From T-34-85's model 1944 onwards, all T-34-85s used Savin's ZIS-53. It went into production in the spring of 1944. Later tests against captured German tanks found that the tank gun developed from the 85mm AA gun, though an improvement over the 76mm gun, still lacked the firepower of its German competitors. A new anti-tank gun was then developed, the 100mm field gun M1944. Penetration comparison.